Yep. Okay. Share your screen. Hello, 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 hello. So, I'm sharing this. Good. So, I couldn't hear myself. So, this is an ETL project. ETL is extract, transform, and load. What it means is I'm extracting data from maybe a site or multiple sites. I'm transforming that data into my desired workflow or desired preferences, and I'm loading them, I'm storing it into another particular storage file. So it is the basics of all or almost all data science project and data analytics project, because you have to work with data that you have to work with data from a particular source. So in this particular project, I have to scrape data from IMDb API using using the Rapid API website. So I want to use this. No, this is not it. So this is it. Yeah. So this is Rapid API. So so the Rapid API, you have to go to the marketplace, check for IMDb, then choose the or any other API that you like to use. So I use this, and I also use this. And I also use this. This one gave me 1,000 movies, and this one gave me different sources of movies. So going back to the project, So like I said, I script the editor using requests, and then I use env.env to store my API keys and URLs. So these are the constants created, and these are the URLs. So like I said, one script 1,000 movies, and the other scripts uh, let me say a series of movies and shows. So this one give me more than movies and also give me shows. So using request is a popular web scraping uh, package in Python. Not just for Python, you can use it for in Python, yeah. In Python, I was thinking of pandas. So for each of these, I have to create another function to actually get more than one URL. So this particular functions only gets just from one URL, and this particular one gets from just a page. So like I said, I script 10,000 movies. So for the URL, I had to add the API had 10 pages, the URL for the API had 10 pages. So I had to script the 10 pages. So this particular function script the whole 10 pages using a for loop, and then I flatten the uh, nested list of dictionary that I got, and then I converted into the data frame and returned it as movies DF. So the same thing for this for the first function. I had to use multiple URLs like I noted here, and then creating a for loop, flatten, and then um, turn into convert it into a data frame. So I transform the data. Before transforming data, brought the script data here into my pandas into my IPIMD file. Okay, okay. So okay, we should run now. No, movies, and this is for the one with the different URLs. I same thing, drop columns, rename, and then for this particular column, the data or the rows in it or the items in it are stored as list. So I had to convert them to string, I really don't know why this is. Okay, okay, okay. So I would show what I mean from here, here, ouch. So here it is. This is after before new DF. So if I call this and I just run the head, layer from the spot two, head. Uh, so yeah, so this is the no, not the interest, not this. Yeah, this the January. So I had to um, do that here. I dropped all the other ones that had that. So and I dropped the duplicates and I created a new column named director for the movies, and then I joined them together here, having ensured that their columns tally with one another, and we are using the concat. So transforming them, this is the joined data now. Transform the joined data. um, Same loading here. Okay, this is not giving me any issue. So this is the combined data, and these are their values. So I still had to do further. I left some values as none, so that this is for further actions, further scripting actions to actually get the director for all this remaining. I really want to ensure all the movies have their directors, but for now, in order to come up with an MVP, I just have to give them null so that I can work with them. I drop this budget and I work with the total sales. So some movies are still running. So yeah, I created a function to do all this action for me. For the runtime, I extracted the integers and then I turned it to numeric while ensuring that instead of raising the null value error, I ensured I did not raise that using that. And then for this particular one, I used regex to replace commas in the total sales. And then let me see if I still have that head. Okay, it has been converted already. Okay, yeah, total sales. So all these commas, I had to change them. Yeah, and then for the release year, there was one of them that instead of having a year, it had PG. So I had to change that also. Let me see if I still make this. So what's the name of the column? Release year. So yeah, it had this. Apollo 13. So I had to search this online and then just replace it instead of dropping it. Because I mean, look at the sales. I was $173 million. So back to this. I dropped the missing value in these columns, and then I dropped the budget column altogether. And then moving on to the database loader. The database loader created the engine using the connect that will connect to. You have to create the database here. This is my database, IMDb database. I created it from the what's the name? From PSQL over here. However, that's better using that. So created the movies for the table classes for the schema. This is the schema. This is the schema that I used, and then created a relationship between the details ID and the movies ID so that all movies you can get their details. You can get the details of one movie using this ID and connecting them. So this is for the sales. And then I loaded the data using the engines session, and then for every row in this in the data, you append. I wanted it to be unique, so you appended and then added this particular table. Same thing for the details and the same thing for the sales. Then you commit. So coming to the ETL pipeline itself. So this ETL pipeline, it does all these function at once, and it times it to know the time it takes for everything to run. So that's the summary of the project. Yeah, you can you can also clone this project and then work with it. And let me know how anything to improve on it. I'll still okay. So these are the I use poetry for the management, for the dependency management, and these are my dependencies, the major dependencies, and then these are the optional. These are also the group dependency. I use black for the formatting, .env for environment management, and PyTest for testing. And okay, PyTest is already here. So request for scripting, pandas for transforming, SQLAlchemy and psychology for database loading. So oh, okay, I already just should have just used Python to run it. Run it from the terminal itself. So you can clone using this, and that's the summary of the project. I'm waiting for this. It takes around 1 minute plus to run. Uh, that's the data transfer. That's the project. Yeah. So I still have to do the login aspect. Still learning of that aspect. Still learning of that. So it's 5 seconds to run. So yeah, that's the summary of the project. Thank you very much. Uh, and minutes. Yeah.